Hi, my name is Genasys. I'm a blogging coach and website designer and CEO of bossladybloggers.com. And today I am finally starting a YouTube channel. I really can't believe it because I've been contemplating this for a very long time now. I'm talking years and years, ever since, 2020, when I started my Boss Lady Bloggers business. Now, I've been a blogger for about 7 or so years now. I don't even know. But in 2017 to 2018, I started my lifestyle blog, and it was called Genasys Lifestyle. And it was just a simple lifestyle blog where I talked about many different topics: beauty, fashion, all sorts of things, makeup, you know, and even blogging too, because I was really interested in it. But it was never successful. So, like, after 2 whole entire years, I never made money in that blogging business. I started, focusing heavily on writing a ton of blog posts, putting affiliate links in there. I was on Amazon affiliates, and it was not working. Like, all the strategies that I was seeing from blog gurus, in their blogging courses or in their blog articles, like, nothing that they were saying was actually working for me. I never made any money, maybe pennies to maybe $1 in the whole 2 entire years. And I had a decent amount of blog traffic built up and a really good audience built up for that blog. I was getting lots of page views from Pinterest. My Pinterest account was at least 1 million. But the strategies were a lot different back then. It was so much easier to get blog traffic. But bottom line, I still was not making money on that blog, right? So that's when I decided to finally hire a blog coach. And she helped me to realize that I needed to focus more on building an actual business around my blog and selling my own offers to my ideal one specific person that I wanted to talk to and solve one specific problem or pain point that they were having. So that's what I did. And in 3 months, she helped me build Boss Lady Bloggers business. The very first, the starting points of it, right? So I designed my website. I learned how to design my website to be very much better than a WordPress design. So I moved to Showit, which is a very good option for those who don't want to use WordPress but still want a stunning, an even more stunning website to start a blog on. I highly recommend it. And we'll dive into that into this video / podcast episode because I'm repurposing this. So, for starters, that was my story. I was also living in my aunt's basement for those 2 years, and it was a struggle, living in a basement. They had a tiny little sink down there, like a little kitchen bar area, but that was it. I was cooking down there on crock pots and stuff like that. So I was just getting by, but I was 18. I didn't want to go to college. I knew that I didn't want to go and get a real job. I just wanted to make money from home. And I knew that I had a bigger purpose and meaning behind my life. And so I was not settling for less. But after the 2 years, I got really frustrated. So that's why I hired a blog coach and started Boss Lady Bloggers. And now I'm here today. And I make 6 figures inside of my blogging business. And every single year, we grow in numbers consistently. And so this year I decided, let's start a YouTube channel. God was really putting it on my heart to start this. And I've been doing podcasting for a while, but I needed to do more. I want to do more. I want to start this YouTube channel. And that's where I am. And now I want to help you also build a very successful business, 6 figures if you want to make that much. If you want to start a blog and start a business in 2025, then you have found the very perfect channel for you, because I'm going to give you lots and lots of value if you like my pace. I'm not going to be coming on here extremely excited and like most YouTubers. And I think that's the number one thing that has really held me back for a very long time is I like going slower paced, more calm, cool, collected, more podcast vibe. So if that's your vibe, I mean, you can just put me in your headphones and like ignore watching me and use this as a podcast episode, or you can go to my podcast. But yeah, let's get started. Today in this video, I guess I should have started that. I'm going to show you exactly how to start a blog in 2025 without the tutorials or anything, but I'm going to show you and talk to you about how to actually start a profitable blogging business in 2025 that's actually going to make you money. Now, this is not a guide that you're going to find anywhere else or a video that you're not going to find anywhere else. This is unique opinions, strategies, a very unique way of starting a blog that you're not going to find anywhere else because all the other blog gurus, they don't talk about this stuff. And I don't know why. I have no idea why. Maybe they give you like very tiny snippets of this stuff, but they don't dive into detail like how I'm going to today. So I'm going to keep looking at my iPad for my notes. Okay, step 1 to starting your blog, defining your purpose. So before you even think about designing your website, designing a brand, you have to know your why. You have to know your vision. What do you want to achieve? And, back in 2018, I had no why behind doing this besides I wanted to make money. And in order to make money, you need to have a deeper purpose behind it because people on the other side of the blog are really going to catch on to, oh, she definitely just wants to make money. She's putting all these affiliate links in her blog. She's not really helping anybody with anything, not really solving problems, maybe just giving tips and whatever here and there, but she's in this to make money. And I think people really felt that behind my blog, and that's why I was not making money. I thought, if I wrote all these posts in my lifestyle blog that like a mom would show up and like really resonate with what I was saying or like resonate with like the products that I was being an affiliate for, but they did not. Nobody cared about what I wrote because it was not helping anybody. I was not solving problems, and I didn't have a bigger reason behind it. I did not create a movement. And in 2025, if you really want to make money blogging, you have to give a crap about people. You have to solve problems for people, and you have to actually care about doing so. So my bigger purpose now for starting a blog is to truly help you start a blogging business that's going to give you a lot of freedom in your life, to be able to quit your 9-to-5, of course, and to help you live that life of freedom. I get to stay home with my 2-year-old son every single day. And, I don't have to send him off to a daycare or to somebody else. Only 2 days a week I send him to my mom. But they're not implementing other beliefs inside of my son that I have no control over. I am raising my son. I am the sole person who is raising my son. And that just is the greatest gift that I could ever ask for. And I am so, so happy that I've been able to grow this blogging business to where it is today. So in order to define this like bigger purpose and meaning for your blog, you want to ask yourself these questions. So why do you want to start a blog? What's the purpose behind it? The bigger purpose. I'm not just talking about, making money. Okay. Is it to educate some people on something or that one specific person that you want to help? Is it to help people? You probably went through a lot of different experiences in your life and you want to be able to help your readers with like teaching them lessons, giving them advice with your experience that you have behind your life. So you probably went through something and you got on the other side of something that happened within your life, like weight loss or mental health problems or whatever it is. You had a challenge, you overcome it, and now you want to help your readers overcome that same problem. So that's why you're starting a blog. What message or story do you feel super passionate about sharing? And who do you want to help with your blog? Who is that one specific person that you want to help speaking to within your writing, creating offers for them? Who is that person? It's not going to be everybody. A blog that speaks to everyone will speak to no one. Okay, you can't just start a blog in 2025 and try to speak to everybody because it's not going to resonate with anyone. So when I finally got clear on this purpose of mine, it really resonated with the people that I was speaking to, or that person that I was speaking to. Aspiring lady bloggers who want to start blogs that actually make money using a very unique framework that I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. So as soon as I changed, my view on starting a blog to wanting to make money for me and wanting it to change my life and live a better life, I positioned it in a way where I just want to show up and serve. I just want to help. I just want to serve my audience with really good, valuable content that actually will make a difference in people's lives. I want moms who have kids like me to be able to start a blogging business in a way that is not so overwhelming, in a way that is going to actually make them money without writing a million posts and inserting affiliate links and posting and praying that something will happen for them. I did that for 2 years and it freaking sucks. And I don't wish that upon anyone. Having all of these hopes and dreams that a blog is eventually going to happen for you, and then it doesn't. And that just is really sad, to be able to think, to give up on that. I don't want any mom or any lady blogger to hope and dream that this will actually make them money or actually give them purpose and fulfillment in their life and help them live a life of freedom. And then 2 years down the road, they feel like they have to quit because it never happened for them. So that brings me to the next step, which is choosing your niche and your target audience. So when I first started my blogging business, I tried to speak to everyone in that lifestyle blog. I was talking about all different topics, speaking to everyone. And that actually really wasn't talking to anybody. Like literally nobody cared about the makeup products that I was wearing or health or relationships or whatever I was speaking to, because I was not speaking to anybody. They weren't resonating with anything that I was saying. And I always thought that starting a blogging business was about casting that wide net and speaking to everybody, but it's not. In order to be successful in 2025, you have to speak to that one specific person that you want to help with one problem that you want to solve for them and one offer as a solution to their problem. One product or service that you want to sell to them that's going to help them overcome that one specific problem. So a blog niche is the specific topic that you're going to be focusing on, right? Because instead of trying to appeal to everybody, you're going to be creating content for that one specific person. So for example, if you were speaking to moms, to business owners, or moms or 9-to-5ers, those are different categories of people who you're going to be speaking to. So let's not speak to everybody. Let's just speak to the mom who is very overwhelmed, who doesn't have a lot of time to cook meals, who doesn't have, she's very, very stressed out and overwhelmed. And even if she's a little bit motivated to make meals one day, it doesn't actually last because of the stress and toll that it takes on her to cook and clean afterwards. You know what I mean? We have to get in this super detail. What is she really struggling with? We have to decide on who this person is. One person that you want to solve their problems for. And when you get this massive focus, that one specific person is going to be able to find you because, when you're talking to everybody, there's going to be a lot of blog traffic coming to your site, right? But that's not what we want. We don't want a ton of blog traffic if they're not even going to be the person that we help and want to sell to and want to speak to and help, right? So why focus on so much blog traffic, and why not just focus on getting that one person to your site? One perfect person who you can speak to, who you have an offer to sell to. She's going to come onto your site and want what you have to offer because it's for her. She's thinking in her mind, wow, she really knows me. She's speaking directly to me. She's writing on her website literally the thoughts that I am having in my head every day. And she has this one product or offer for me that is literally going to solve my problems. That is amazing. She's going to really resonate with you for that and want what you have to offer, whether it's your freebie first, detonating into a funnel, getting automated sales sequence and welcome sequence emails. That's all on automation, or she's just going to book a call with you, do a consult call with you, book your services right away, and pay you. That is the ultimate goal of your website, to get people to resonate with your message and want to take action on your blog site. Or why have a website at all? Why have a blog at all if you're not strategically positioning every single thing to reflect and speak to who that one person is, and that you are the authority and expert and have the solutions for them? So if you are really stuck up on your niche, I recommend just trying to do some reflections and seeing who is that person. So instead of thinking about the topics right now and thinking I have to narrow myself into such a tiny little box, instead of that, how about we just focus on thinking about who we want to actually help, who we want to work with, who we want to sell products for, who we want to be talking to every day within our blog writing. That is a more important question than, okay, all these different topics. How can I only just talk about one? You know what I mean? We can talk about lots of different topics for that one specific person. There's lots of topics that I can talk about bloggers too about, There's lots of different topics that I can talk to a blogger about, like email marketing, sales funnels, business strategies. I could talk about content creation, Instagram, social media, Pinterest, design, website design, branding. I can talk to you guys about all these different topics, but I've decided to hone it into, speaking to this one person about all those topics. I can talk about all those things if I'm speaking to that one specific person that I want to help, which is aspiring lady bloggers who want to start a profitable blogging business in this very unique way that I've created for you to do so. So, after you pick a niche, okay, your niche and who you're serving is super crystal clear, that's when we can decide on what our blog name is and how we're going to be hosting our website. Okay. So this is where it gets really exciting, right? Picking a blog name, but we don't have to overthink it. There's ChatGPT. I'm not going to go too deep into blog names and whatever, because there's so many different tools out there that you can use to generate an amazing blog name. But I will say this. With your blog name, you want to keep it super clear and simple and so easy to spell. If you're going to be creating this very long, drawn-out name that's so hard to spell, not easily memorable, then nobody's going to be able to quickly search up your website in Google and go to your domain very fast, right? Or they're not going to be able to remember it. And that's why it's so hard to use your real name if your real name is something very complicated. So I don't recommend that. And another thing that I want to tell you is that do not use any other extension besides the .com extension. It's the gold standard. So just use the .com. That's all I'm going to say. So now let's talk about hosting providers after you decide on your blog name. So the hosting that I really love to use is called SiteGround. There are a million other ones that you can use that are going to be just fine. So I am going to recommend that you also get Showit, which we'll talk about in a second. But first off, I want you to get hosting for your domain name and secure it like ASAP. So I like SiteGround, there's Bluehost, there's GoDaddy, there's a million other platforms that you can use. Whatever one works best for you. I'm just going to recommend SiteGround. You can use the link to below to quickly get access to that, which is an affiliate link. So after you get your domain name, now we have to think about where our website is going to be hosted or designed, right? The typical advice for new bloggers that blog gurus always just have to say in their articles, you probably read them if you have looked up how to start a blog on Google or on Pinterest, but it's WordPress.org. Now, I want to challenge this because back then, when bloggers were, starting a blogging business, they were like the number one argument about starting a blog is that you don't own your site if you use any other platform. So WordPress.org, you own your site, it's not going to go anywhere, blah, blah, blah. And then if you go on other platforms like SiteGround or Showit or any other platform, that you're not going to own your site and that if anything were to happen, your site would get taken down. Now, I just think this is very hilarious because the online space is only growing. There are more and more business owners who are making tons and tons of money in this online space. As a blogger, as a business owner, etc. It's not going anywhere. So why are all these bloggers saying, you have to get WordPress.org when it's actually not the best platform? So there are other platforms out there. Now, most of my clients, or most people who I do sales calls with, who book a call on my website to work with me, they always say that they have tried to start a blog on WordPress.org and it was a nightmare. They have tweaked and tweaked and tweaked their website and tried to design it to the best of their ability. And every single time they go on their website, they have anxiety because they know this is going to take a while. I'm going to get very overwhelmed. Like, I don't know why you think that you have to have a WordPress.org site because everybody out there is saying it. Like, I mean, I get the mindset behind that, but it's just not where we are in 2025. This space is only growing, and the platforms like Showit, they're making a lot of money. What could happen, to their website? They're a platform specifically for website designers. It's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? Nothing's gonna happen one day. And if anything did happen to the internet or who knows what, the world disaster, I mean, WordPress is gonna go away too. You cannot think that. It's so dumb. It gets me so angry. There are so many other platforms out there like Showit that you can easily, effortlessly be able to design a website with a blank page. And no coding required. You just need to know the basic layout of a website to be able to design a very, very good one, and with some branding. So you need colors, logos, stuff like that, right? But it's very functional and so easy to use for Showit. And here's the crazy thing about it, is that Showit also integrates with WordPress. So you still write your blog posts on WordPress, but in Showit, that's your design platform. That's how you're going to design a very good looking website that's going to actually be built in a way that's going to convert your readers into email subscribers and into paying customers. With a basic WordPress theme, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get the strategy behind building a website properly that is designed to get people to pay you and give them that wow factor. Even if you use like a WordPress theme, which I don't recommend because everybody out there is going to use that WordPress theme and you're not going to stand out. You have to stand out in 2025 if you want to make blogging successful. And the funny thing is that all the top bloggers are now moving to Show It. Jenna Kutcher, Amy Porterfield, you name it, the top bloggers and business owners have moved to Show It. Why would they do that if they were afraid that one day their blog is going to get taken down? Like, what? It's such a flawed mindset. Now, I'm not here to like crap on WordPress because it is a very good platform. However, I'm not saying that just because all the other bloggers, who are writing articles about how to start a blog post, just because they're saying start a blog on WordPress.org does not mean that you have to follow that direction. They are saying those things because they have been programmed by other bloggers when they started their blog on why WordPress is the best. Okay, but you don't have to. You do not have to stress yourself out that hard to be on WordPress. Their Show It is a 10 times better platform to design your site, and it doesn't even cost that much. So step number 4 is going to be branding. Once you have your hosting, you've decided on where you're going to host your design, your blog design, whether on Show It or WordPress or SiteGround or any platform, okay? Now we have to focus on your blog's brand. When I first started Boss Lady Bloggers, I had no idea about blog branding and how important it was, but it's actually extremely important. When somebody comes onto your website, they're instantly judging the book by its cover. They are going to decide within 10 seconds whether to stay on your website and read more or whether to just click off. When they see a really good design, they are going to want to stay long enough to start reading what you have on your website, to go to your homepage, to go to your about page, to start reading your blogs, right? When you have that wow factor, when you really stand out. But it's also not just about a fancy color palette or logo design or images. Those are all very important to get them to stay on your website. But when they're, past the wow factor, so to say, that's when your brand messaging and copywriting really have to take over. And if you don't have a really good brand message that's unique and it stands out, then you're going to lose them. So that's why we really need to focus on branding, not only the visual side of things to really give people that wow factor, to stand out, to really invoke emotions that you want to invoke in them with your branding or with your mood, so to say, then your messaging really needs to take over. So we need to identify your brand voice, your brand personality, your onlyness factor, your mission statement, your vision statement. You really need to know your story, your hero story. So your challenges and how you overcome them, there's a story behind it, and you really need to share it on your website because people are going to really resonate with that story, and it's going to help them to see themselves in your shoes and believe in themselves. Like, yes, if she did it, so can I, and she's literally going to help me and walk me through the steps that she did to overcome this problem and get to my solution. So after we design this really amazing brand and brand messaging that really resonates with people, that one specific person that we're going to be talking to, then step 5 is to design the actual website. Now, I am a website designer. I've designed blogs for bloggers since 2020, and I do design websites on Show It. If you want to finally start a blogging business this year in 2025, and you want a really good website that converts readers into email subscribers, compels them to take action with sales psychology behind the website, strategy built website design for your blog to get people to actually go and pay you and sign up to your email list and take the actions you want them to, I'm your girl. You can go and book a call with me below, but that's not only what I offer you. I also offer you 6 months of one-on-one blog coaching to help you get all of the puzzle pieces together because we wear many different hats inside of our blogging business, right? We are supposed to be a website designer. We're supposed to be a graphic designer. We're supposed to be a brand strategist. And then we're supposed to be a content creator and a marketer and all of these different hats that we have to wear. I'm going to show you how to put all of these pieces together because you have knowledge gaps right now. You know all the pieces, right? You could probably see all the pieces, but like, how do they fit together? How am I going to put this together in a way that is going to truly work for me in my blog, in my business, in my vision for what I want to achieve? So if you want that, then click the link below. You can check out my services page, and then you can book a call with me below as well. So when people land on your blog, they are instantly asking, does this blog look trustworthy and professional? Can I easily find the content that I'm looking for? Is this blog visually appealing? A clean, visually appealing design keeps your readers on your site for longer, and then your words on the site, like how I was saying, then take over. And then the structure of your design is not only important for SEO purposes or search engine optimization for Google to understand the structure of your website and to see, is it properly going to take your reader on a journey? Because if it doesn't, then you're not going to be able to rank your website's pages. And a lot of bloggers do not realize that. And so they DIY their own website in WordPress, and it doesn't have a really good structure to be able to rank your website. Google looks at how your website is structured. And so if you don't have an SEO optimized website design, you're not going to be able to rank and you're not going to be able to get that much traffic that you want to your site. So for Boss Lady bloggers, when I understood this, that's when I decided to move to Showit and really focus on building an SEO optimized website that is going to take my reader on a journey to wanting to work with me. And when I instantly did that, my SEO skyrocketed. I started ranking #1 for all of the blog coaching keywords. So when you look up blog coach right now or blogging coach or professional blog coach, you're going to find my website as #1 when you look that up. And this is the strategy that I like to implement inside of my clients' websites as well, because I understand that you need to have really good keywords on your website, but it also has to be structured very well, not only just for the reader, but for Google as well. When you can take that person that you're speaking to on a journey to wanting to sign up to your email list and then wanting to pay you, become a customer or become a client of yours, it is so much better, right? Especially when they can just easily look up a keyword like blog coach and go to your services page and then, wow, they're actively looking for a blog coach. So they land on my website and of course they're going to book a call with me because they were searching for me, right? So that is what I like to implement inside of my clients' businesses. So here are mistakes that you could probably be making with your WordPress design. It's not structured properly, #1, and it's not SEO optimized, #2. And the mobile design looks crazy. It is not optimized for mobile whatsoever, which is the most important. It's more important than a desktop design. You're overloading your site with ads, which is a huge mistake. Don't even go with ads because you need a lot of blog traffic to make money blogging with ads and affiliate marketing, right? So don't even worry about putting ads in your site. You can worry about that when you get 20,000 plus, traffic coming to your website, 20,000 page views or whatever coming to your website. And then you can get Monetize where you can be able to control how much ads are going to be on your blog. So just wait. Okay. It's also very, not user friendly. So when somebody lands on your site, they're going to just click off when they see a bunch of ads popping up all over your site. Highly don't recommend it. But if you forget about mobile optimization for your website design, this is a very big mistake. If your website is not working with all the buttons, with easy mobile navigation, with all the most important pages that you need on your website: home, contact. Yes, you need a designated homepage too. If you don't have a designated homepage where it's not just a static blog post page where you list all of your different blog posts on your homepage, if you don't have a legit homepage, like go and look at my website and see what my homepage looks like. Your website should have a homepage like that. It's basically like a junk drawer where you have everything on your homepage. Every section is going to take them on a journey, but like most importantly, to take actions that you want them to. Your homepage should be like a junk drawer where you have everything that you offer there. Step number 6, after you learn how to design this website very properly or have somebody else design it for you, if you want me to do that for you, I have been designing websites for bloggers for how long? I don't know. Since 2020, 5 years. But after that, then you want to create your first offer that you can sell so you can monetize your blog. Here's where most bloggers go wrong. They think blogging is all about writing posts and waiting for the ad and affiliate revenue to just flow in out of nowhere. But in 2025, successful bloggers create their own offers to make money. Affiliate marketing and ads, they are out the door for 2025, okay? If you want to make money blogging fast, you really have to create an offer that solves the problems for that one specific person. My first blog, like I was saying, made $0 in affiliates and ads in 2 whole years, even though I had blog traffic coming to my website. It was a good 5,000 page views or more. And I didn't make money. But as soon as I started to create my own offers, that's when I started to really make money. And I'm talking $4,000 within 3 months of starting Boss Lady Bloggers. $4,000. Coming from 2 years of zero. When you have all of these different puzzle pieces together, there is no guesswork. You are going to make money. So what type of offers can you really sell on your blog? Digital products like ebooks, printables, templates, workbooks, guides, you name it. Services, coaching services, website design services, consulting, freelancing, lots of others. You can build a skill and then go and sell that skill. Online courses and memberships. So, for example, my offer was blog coaching and website design because I learned the skills that I needed to help me succeed. I learned how to start a blog, how to design a website properly, how to brand, how to do all of these different puzzle pieces. Even though I wasn't really good at like the marketing side or the monetization side yet. I wasn't an expert yet. I was still so much further of steps ahead of that aspiring lady blogger. You know what I mean? And so then over time, I was able to learn exactly what the aspiring lady blogger needed from me while coaching her and website designing for her. And then later on, I started to join more marketing programs, hiring more business coaches to learn all the other puzzle pieces that I needed to really make this framework super successful. So how do you create your offer, your first offer to sell on your blog step by step? You want to identify a problem, the main pressing point that your one specific person is having. What is that problem? So, example, beginners struggle with how to start a blog or write their first post, right? Or website design. That's a big one. Then you want to create a solution. So, package your solution as your product or service. People don't want the product. They want the transformation behind it. So they want the solution that the product solves. So instead of like talking about what you offer, what they get, the features of it, talk about the benefits, talk about the transformation that they will have if they purchase this offer. Then we can set the price, promote it, and then we want to also add on some bonuses or some upsells to it later on. So I want you to brainstorm and create your first offer. Just write down 2 to 3 things that your one specific person is struggling with Now, you can have an idea of this, but how about you actually then go and search up people, go talk to that one specific person and see and collect the data on, is this really what she's struggling with? And how is she speaking about what she's struggling with? What are her thoughts behind what is she struggling with? Because that's what we want to use on our sales page, on our homepage, on everywhere that we speak to this one person. Step number 7, we want to create a freebie to grow your email list. And this freebie needs to be related to this offer so that we build a ladder climbing up to the big offer that we want to sell, right? So when they enter our world, they're going to be seeing our free content, our blog post, our social media content, and whatever we create for free, and the freebie. Then they get the freebie from our blog post, from our social media. They get the freebie that is also related to our offer, what we're selling. And then inside of our freebie and in our emails that they get on automation, then we will sell them the next step up, which is the big solution to their problem. But the freebie needs to be a tiny little aspect of that, a tiny little quick win that they can get, right? And you don't have to put in all your knowledge into this freebie. It's just something for free, but it has to be really good and get them at least a very quick win so that they want to join your paid offer. So you want to solve one small specific problem for your readers within this freebie. Now, your freebie can be a checklist, a guide, a masterclass, a challenge, an email course. But I recommend that now in 2025, we're in this video space, an audio space. So if you can create a video masterclass or an audio podcast, teaching them and getting them a quick win on something, that is going to be your best bet. So moving on, after you create your first freebie, then we go and we set up your welcome sequence and your sales sequence. Now, these are going to be automated emails that they get after they sign up to your freebie. So once they get the freebie, they will get all of these automated emails. That number one builds massive trust with them. That's the number one goal that we want to achieve with the welcome sequence, building trust. And then the sales sequence, we want to sell to them the offer that we have created. So we are going to write these emails. After we get this funnel up and running and our sales page created, the checkout page created for our offer, stuff like that, then we can write our blog content. We can really focus heavily on driving traffic to the blog content so that inside the blog content, they will sign up to our freebie and get inside of this sales funnel. So do you see how all of this is piecing together? We have to have a really good brand so that they stay on the website. We have to have really good copywriting so that they read and they're compelled to want to go and take more action. So that is the website side of things. We have to have a really good website that speaks to them. Then we have to create this really good freebie so that they get inside of a sales sequence. And then we write content that drives them to this freebie so that they can get inside and then they will buy. You see how this all works? This is not what most bloggers talk about when it comes to starting a blog, do they? I don't think so. Blog gurus. So now we focus on writing really, really good content, driving traffic to this freebie so that they will want to buy from us. Now, there's so many more strategies that we can implement. This is just the foundations. And if you're a blogger sitting and watching me right now or listening to me right now, and you do not have all of these different foundations in place, or what I like to call them as puzzle pieces, if your puzzle pieces are not being fit together in this way, then you are missing out on so much money. And why do you want that? You don't. I know you don't. You don't want to miss out on money. You want to start making money, right? But I can guarantee you that if you go back and watch this video again and start writing down all of the different puzzle pieces that you are missing, I can guarantee you can start seeing some gaps and you can start going to make some changes. And I really would love to help you set up your blog or start your blog in a way that's really going to help you make money, built with strategy, sales psychology, buyer psychology, proper structure, proper design, etc. If you want this, if you want to work with me and allow me to give you custom branding, custom website design, and 6 months of blog coaching to help you piece all of these puzzle pieces together, book a call with me below, and you can also check out my services page below too. And then step 10, like how I was saying, you want to set up your social media platforms to drive traffic. Now, there are lots of different ways that we can drive traffic. I do highly recommend Pinterest. And you can use Instagram, TikTok, Facebook groups, podcasting, YouTube, lots of different ways, lots of different platforms, but I will start with you just 2. And the 2 that you want to work on, because any platform can work. Any platform can work to drive traffic to your blog. But if you don't want to do one, we don't have to do one. We can just focus on the 2 that you really are interested in and you really want to use. So anything can work, right? Any strategy for your content or for your marketing can work. We just have to do it in a way that you're going to be passionate about it. Because if you're not passionate about it, you're not going to stay consistent. And if you're not consistent with it, then you're not going to drive traffic to your blog. So we will focus on something that's you're going to be passionate about, platforms that you're passionate about. For me, I'm really passionate now about YouTube, starting this YouTube channel. And I've been really passionate about podcasting for a while, which I get a lot of different clients for my podcast, and making sure that my website is ranked number 1 for all of the blog coaching keywords so that when they search me up, they will find me ranked number 1. And this instantly builds authority with them. It allows them to trust me enough to book that call with me and see if they want to work with me. So starting a blog in 2025 is so possible. I promise you, blogging is not dead. You just need the proper strategies to implement that so you can make money, right? It's just all about strategies. And I'm going to teach you in a way that's going to be completely customized to you, your blogging business, because my strategies that I use in my blogging business might not work for you. Or the people that you are looking up on how to start a blogging business or whatever, maybe those strategies are not going to work for you. And you have to fit the custom pieces together for yourself so that it works for you. Because, there's so many different business models. There's so many different ways to sell. There's so many different marketing platforms. You have to have your puzzle pieces that you're passionate about that's going to work for you, if this makes sense. And I would really love to help you put these pieces together. I work with aspiring lady bloggers to put all of these pieces together. It's a combination of done for you, done with you. And I also offer 8 plus blogging courses that you can follow in your own time on the side of coaching with me and having me design your site for you so that you have all the pieces that you need to build a profitable blogging business in 2025. If you want this, click the link below. That is all I want to talk to you guys about in this video. Have a nice day. Bye.